All right, 97.7 Outlaw Radio FM listeners, you already know what time it is. We are here with the one and only, the legendary. We got Kid G, a Proyecto Uno, right here live on the line, man. How are you doing this evening?
I'm doing great, man. How y'all doing, man? Thanks for having me, brother.
You are most certainly welcome, man. I've been a fan of yours for a long time, man, so it's just really good to be able to converse with you live on the radio station airwaves this evening, man. So thank you so much in advance for just giving us a little bit of your time this evening.
Oh, thanks for having me, man.
But I gotta ask you, man, I want to take you back to the beginning of your amazing career within the music industry, man, and I just gotta ask, like, what actually made you get into music in the first place, man, because you have such a natural talent for what you do.
Oh, thanks, man. Thanks. I appreciate that. Well, I'm going to be honest with you, man. I got to say the chicks, man. You know, women. You know, I remember going to, I started off as a DJ, actually, and, I see my boy, he used to rhyme a lot, so, out of there, I was just like, I seen all the women he used to get, so I'm like, as a young kid, I was like, that turns on the women, and, I got to make that happen. So, I started writing some poetry and stuff, and, I started taking music serious about 2002, and I got the opportunity to really, come in the game, and, and now I'm here, thank God.
And also as well, man, you were actually a member of the legendary group Proyecto Uno, man. I was wondering, how did yourself and the other members get connected? And of course, like, what's the story behind that phenomenal group?
Well, we had a friend in common, one of my boys, and I'm actually from the new generation of Proyecto Uno. I've been in the group since 2010. We had, my boy was like, they need a rapper in the group. So, I went to audition for Nelson, who's the founder of the group, and after that, everything was history, man. He had a 4-show tour. We started out with a 4-show tour, and from there, we haven't stopped touring.
And I gotta ask, man, when we're on the topic of that tour, man, what cities did you actually hit during that phenomenal tour?
Oh, man, it was first, we started out with Colombia, then we did like around 2 weeks over there, then after that, we went to Mexico. We had a big concert out there with 100,000 people, with Snoop Dogg, Vanilla Ice, and, it was just like a crazy experience for me when I first came in the group, because I didn't know what to expect, you know what I'm saying, but, it was a crazy experience.
Did you get the opportunity to actually chop it up with Snoop Dogg? Like, did he ever comment on your artistic style?
I was trying to, man, but when I seen Snoop, to be honest with you, we had like the same. He was like in one room and we was in the other room, so I was just trying to go in there. But he had like 10 cops in front of him. All you seen was smoke and chicken wings, so I didn't want to bother the dog. So I'm like, all right. I did have a minute with Vanilla Ice. I did chop it up with him for a couple of minutes, telling him how much he inspired me, and it was a pretty good experience, man.
And also, man, in 2013, Proyecto Uno, man, actually released a phenomenal album by the name of Original. I was wondering, what was it like actually just doing that album, man? And of course, what was the creative process behind that amazing record?
Well, Nelson, we was trying to do something new in reality, something new without coming out of the essence of the group, you know what I'm saying? Because, so many people, back in the 90s, they had sold over 6 million records, so we had to keep that essence so people don't get confused with, okay. And at that time, I think, the trap scene started coming in, so we used to mix a little merengue with some trap music, and I actually had the opportunity to work with Nelson, producing the whole album as well. And it was a crazy experience, man. It was really, we had a good time, and that's about it.
And I have to ask, man, because a lot of our listeners, man, they really love CDs still, man. I was wondering, do you guys have any hard copies available of Original? And if so, where can we actually go to snag ourselves a hard copy?
Oh man, listen, man, I know I have mine somewhere, but I don't even know where to get hard copies from right now, man. I know I got a lot of, because I used to collect a lot of CDs as well as provincials and stuff like that when I was a young boy. So I have a couple of vinyls still, and I do, have the hard copies of the CDs. But now with the digital stuff, it's not that hard,
I most definitely agree, man. Like everything is in the palm of your hand nowadays, man. A click of a button and boom, you're there.
Yeah. Which is a good thing, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I remember back in the days when, when I started doing mixtapes, when Nelson had really, found out, well, I need a new rapper, and I had my mixtapes all over, and it was pretty hard because I used to give them out, you know what I'm saying? We used to give them out. We used to see how I used to do like a lot of piracy, and you used to go into a grocery store, and you would see a whole bunch of CDs. You would see like a Daddy Yankee face, but then it used to be on my songs in the back. So, but now it's just like push a button and, it gets to the world. It's not like, back in the days. So I guess it's a good thing and it's a bad thing.
And also as well, man, you actually had the opportunity to collaborate with an individual by the name of La Verdad, man, on the song Let's Get Crunk. I was wondering, how did yourself and him get connected? And of course, what was it like making Let's Get Crunk? Because in my personal opinion, man, that's like my party joint this summer, man. I've been blasting the heck out of that joint.
Oh, thanks a lot, man. Thanks a lot. Well, I met, through my other boy, the word gets around, whatever, and he said, yo, my boy, he needs a rapper for this Merengue song he had. So I'm like, yo, all right, let me go check it out. And he was like, yo, why don't you come to the studio? So when I went to the studio, I heard it, and I was like, you know what, man, this record got to be something that we getting pumped up with. It's got to be like a party record. And that's how, Let's Get Crunk came about.
And I gotta say, man, I really like that. In my personal opinion, it's like a modern day version of like Little John and whatnot, man. Like back in the day when he used to make those Get Crunk songs, it's kind of like the modern day version of that, man. It kind of brings a new flavor to it.
Yeah, thanks a lot, man. Thanks a lot. I mean, a lot of people, they've been calling me every show I do. Some people come up to me, they be like, yo, we want to hear that record. We want to hear that record, and I feel blessed, man. And thanks a lot.
And also as well, man, yourself alongside Proyecto Uno, man, actually collaborated with the legendary The Mad Stuntman for the single Fiesta. I was wondering, what was it like working with The Mad Stuntman? And of course, do you guys have any current projects in the works?
Let me tell you something, man. Stuntman is like, I respect him so much, man. He goes in hard, man. He really goes in hard. We actually got a single called Stuntman Says. It's featuring me. It's his joint. Actually, DJ DMC featuring the Mad Stuntman and General Levy and me. And it's been crazy, man. We got a couple of records, we're cooking up some new stuff coming out. So, me working with Stuntman, man, it's just, it's an experience in itself, man. I respect the man so much, man, because he's really, when I'm telling you he goes in, he recorded me at 4 in the morning, like, yo, G, you up? I'm like, yo, dog, it's 4 in the morning. He's like, nah, I got this idea, man, He just goes in hard, man. I feel really, blessed to be working with him, man.
And I gotta say, man, 4 in the morning, man, you know what I mean? It's definitely early, but you know what? It's not every day you have a legend like him calling you at 4 in the morning, hitting you with ideas, man. So it definitely sounds like a blessing, but at the same time, the 4 a.m. curse as well.
Yes. Yeah, it is, man. It is. I mean, I respect the man so much, man. He's just such a hard worker. We became actually family. Besides, this music industry thing, it's my family. I know his. You know what I'm saying? And I go by vibe, man. To be honest with you, bro. And I know he feels the same. So, the vibe is always there, especially when we do music. You know what I'm saying? We're honest with each other, and I think that's important.
And I gotta say as well, man, I actually had the opportunity to chop it up with the Mad Stuntman here on the radio station airwaves a few weeks ago, and I agree with you, man. Such a phenomenal individual, man. Definitely a legend, and definitely 110% amazing at what he does.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we're cooking up something, man. We're cooking up some crazy. We just trying different rhythms, different stuff, and I think it's gonna be special, man. We've got a couple of surprises. You know what I'm saying? I can't blow it right now. We definitely got a couple of songs with some, big names out there as well that we're cooking up. So hopefully, fans get to hear it and, wait for my solo stuff as well. We just keep working, man. He actually got a new single called Under Thunder right now that is out. It's just crazy. It's just, it's crazy. I respect him so much, man. Shout out to Stuff, man.
And also as well, man, August of 2019, you actually teamed up with Kina Key, man, for on the project Open Arms. I was wondering, how did yourself and Kina get connected, man? And of course, like, what's the creative process behind that amazing song?
Wow, man. The producer of that record, is ACB. Shout out to him. He had called me up. He's like, yo, I need a Latin artist on that record. And I thought of you. So he called me up. And again, I go to the studio. I listen to the record. And, it just came together. I spoke to her on the phone. She seemed pretty cool, before I met her. And I was like, yo, it just flew. It just flew. I was like, all right, turn the mic on. Let's go. So it was a real thing because she don't speak that much English. But she was trying to learn English at that time. She's from Russia. So, for us to be connected like that is really, it's a blessing, man. Music is universal, so.
I gotta say, most definitely, man. Was it difficult to actually, work with a Russian artist? Because, obviously, does she speak English, or is she just fluent in Russian?
Man, it was me and my Google, to be honest with you, man. I was like, what is she saying in there? I had to see where she was coming from, but I had a friend in the studio that spoke some Russian. It was the producer's, I think one of his guys who helped him, set up the engineering stuff, the board and stuff. He spoke Russian, so he was, translating for me. So, I really felt her vibe, and I'm like, yo, let's do it. She actually came to Miami, before the pandemic, a year and a half ago, and we filmed the video for that. That's coming out real soon as well.
And I gotta say as well, man, at least you had someone there to translate, man, because they must have made that studio session 10 times easier for you.
Yeah, man, yeah, but it was just me and my Google, because I was searching, well, what did she just say? How you spell that? And, it was kind of like, it was like a challenge for me, you know what I'm saying? So I had fun doing it, man. I really did.
And also as well, man, recently you actually teamed up with Max Ma for the single Paratraz, man. I want to say if I mispronounced that, man, my apologies. But I was wondering, what's the story behind this amazing release? And of course, how did yourself and Max actually get connected?
Well, again, man, I had another producer, big up Javi Beats, La Cambra, we call him in Spanish. He used to be in a group called Loco por Juanas, which, they really, really international. And then again, he called me up and he was like, yo, Max likes your voice. Why don't you just, get on this record? It's for Zumba. It's for the exercise, type thing. So I heard the record. Once I heard them drums, I was like, all right, man, send me the beat. And, I got on it. And, it's doing really, really, really good. And in the all digital platforms right now. And it's a blessing, man. It's a blessing. He's actually from Brazil. So, I've been blessed, man. I've been blessed. Can't complain.
A lot of those Brazilian individuals, man, they're absolutely phenomenal at what they do, man. Do you think you guys are going to be getting together and actually, creating a music video for that joint?
Yeah, man. That's what it's in the works right now, man. Actually, we talking about it. Now that this pandemic, stuff is over. Almost over. Everything's coming back to normal slowly. So I'm really looking forward, to really shooting a video for that because it's really doing really good. So I actually spoke to Max last week, and he's down to do it. So I'm just waiting for him to see if he could come down here, and we get together and and try to shoot it.
And I want to say as well, actually, directly after this interview, man, I'm actually going to be playing that phenomenal single for our listeners that haven't had the opportunity to actually check that out. So if anybody likes it, make sure you go on to Spotify and actually add that to your favorite playlist.
Oh, yeah, man. Thanks a lot, man. And all the fans out there, add it onto your playlist and, just play it, man. You'll have some fun with it.
But I gotta ask, Kid G, what is next for you, man? Because I do know that we only covered just a sliver of your legendary career within the music industry, but I gotta ask, man, what is next for you? Is there anything we missed? Anything else you still want to talk about or promote? Well, we still have you here, live on the Canadian airwaves.
Well, I miss Toronto, man. I've been a lot to Toronto, I've been to Toronto itself. I've been to Ontario. I've been, to a couple of spots, and, you guys appreciate so much music out there. Nah, man, I'm just cooking up in the lab, man. I actually working on my solo EP as well, you know. No, I'm not leaving Proyecto Uno, but, you know, I just love doing music, so, you know, I want to expand myself a little bit, you know, and give people, you know, music. That's what makes me happy, you know what I'm saying? So I'm out here, we in the lab cooking with my boy Rich Dominguez, you know, big shout out to him, you know, great manager, you know, he guided me through stuff, so, you know, I'm just working. I'm in the lab, man. I got like 3 videos in the drawer, just, you know, waiting to get touched up and releasing a lot of music this year.
And when you actually said as well, man, that you actually have like a Kid G solo EP coming out, man, I was wondering if you could tell. I know you can't let too many cats out of the bag, of course, but what can our listeners actually expect from this phenomenal EP, man? Because I'm getting excited just hearing that.
Oh, man, listen, man, I have some reggaeton, I have some trap, I have like 2 joints with the man Stuntman on it that are crazy. I have a couple of features coming out, man. I have a couple of, you know, I'm in the works for something. You know, I always like combining new rhythms. It's like a reggae trap record, you know, that's coming out. It's called Tu Secretos. You know, I'm in the verge of mastering everything, so hopefully, you know, you guys will get it soon and enjoy it.
Yeah, it most definitely sounds like a phenomenal project. I know I can say for the rest of the listeners that we are most definitely looking forward to this phenomenal release.
Yeah, thanks a lot, man. You know, I'm a big fan of the show, man, to be honest with you, man. Really big fan.
I appreciate that, man. I really do. I just do what I do to help keep hip-hop alive, man.
Yo, man, thanks a lot, man. We need that. We need more of that, you know what I'm saying? When Rich called me, it's like, yo, you know, they telling me, yo, if you want to get on this interview, I was like, hell yeah, man. I'm a fan, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm really a fan, man. Just keep doing your thing, and God bless, and, you know, keep it moving forward.
Man, most definitely. But quickly, man, before we part ways, because I know you're a busy guy, man, and you're up in the studio right now. If you can, man, drop them social media handles. That way our listeners can follow you and stay updated on everything Kid G if they're not already doing so.
Oh, man, look, man, y'all can find me on Instagram, Kid G Official, Facebook, Kid G Official, YouTube, Kid G Music, Estamos Prendido, and, you know, just be on the lookout, man. I'm coming out with a lot of music, and nah, man, let's keep this hip hop stuff alive, man. That's all.
Hey, man, most definitely. I gotta say, kid, I appreciate the love, man. Thank you so much for just taking a little bit of your time this evening and coming on the radio station airwaves. It definitely was an honor and most definitely a privilege, man. Hopefully down the line we can make this happen again sometime soon.
Of course, man. Count on it. Thank you for having me, man. Like I said, I'm a big fan. Keep doing your thing, and God bless y'all, man.
Most definitely, man. Have yourself a wonderful night. Thank you so much again.
You too, man. Be safe. Peace.